Okay. No, I don't. Welcome to the STC Round 6 here at Bahrain, hosted by GameHosters.com. I'm Bjorn de Haas, joined by Jose Estrada and David Garcia. Welcome.
Thanks, Bjorn, for joining us and doing the main commentator today. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Hello, Bjorn. Jose, good night.
Night.
There are some technical issues as I'm working on a desktop, so excuse me if something goes wrong, but we're going to make a good round 6 of it here at Bahrain. Hot temperatures, good racing, and just can't wait. And you guys?
Yeah, exactly.
As usual, good racing, good atmosphere, cool pit babes at the paddock.
And it didn't rain, but
yeah,
that's new.
And of course, Guy, we have a premiere compared to the Formula 1. We actually race at Bahrain, and they don't.
Yeah.
yeah.
So guys, no Eckert van Glen, no Andreas Hultgen. Once again, my name is Bjorn de Haas, race department, and I'm the commentator today.
Yeah, exactly. It's a pity we don't have your picture, Bjorn. That was too last minute to prepare your introduction to the
Yes,
audience.
this was really a last half-minute deal, guys. Half a minute before the broadcast, I was asked to do the broadcast, and with no preparation or no clue what was going to happen, I have it managed, and well, it can only go forwards, I would say. Here you can see the Bahrain International Circuit, of course used in Formula 1 and some GT races. It's got a long straight, it's got a few bends, not one of my favorite tracks, but then again it's going to provide us for some close racing, I hope.
Yes, I think since the last two tracks that were very narrow and very complicated, this is the first track where you can make different lines in the corners and really you have big opportunities to overtake.
Exactly, and the drivers are going to be looking forward for this race, as we are, as the crowd. Who's going to prevail in this race? Who's going to do well? Who are you looking at?
Well, at the moment I am leading.
Of course you are. And David Garcia is probably not going to come in with a safety car. He's probably going to stay out all race long.
Yeah, many times I thought about this. I could win a lot of races at STC this way.
It's a way to work, yeah.
David, are you already at the grid?
Well, we are already on the formation lap. I am checking if everything is working well, and it looks like it.
Okay.
We are reaching the penultimate straight before the start-finish line. I think it's the first time we make a connection from the safety car.
Yes, and I think maybe we will need you to do another lap, okay? To be able to really connect and follow the start.
Okay. Then we will do that.
As you guys can see, you see the standings. Of course, leading the pack is Roaring Path Maniacs with 243 points. Game Racer on the second place. My own team, FDR, Flying Dutchman Racing, on the third position. Well done, guys. Groupkluben in the fourth place, followed by our sister team, Flying Canadian Racing, 175 points. But really, it's a new team, they're doing well. The Black Rebels is on the sixth place. Followed closely by the Italians of Corsair Online at 115 points. 8th place is Game Racer FOC, which is the sister team of Game Racer FOR. Followed closely by an American team, Torrent Motorsports. 10th place Water Blue Racing and 11th Blue Flag Racing. You can see the drivers behind the car, behind the safety car, still in formation.
Yes, we should expect a clean start here at Bahrain, because, well, it's Formula 1 track, don't you think?
Oh yeah. And if you can guys keep me updated with the times and stuff, because I only have small images moving around on my PC. I have no time. So if you keep me updated with the times, I can definitely talk you through this race, guys.
Of course,
Yes.
we will.
Sure, David will do once he left the safety car. He will keep you updated. And it seems we have flat out racing in first and third position, and RPM in second and fourth.
Yes, and I think, to be honest, I just mentioned it with my teammate about an hour ago. RPM as well as Game Racer probably both set in their best drivers, with Mirko and Mike Simeon and the other guys. I think they are the top 4 drivers of this league, and we can expect some fireworks today.
Yes, of course. And I see also the FCR car in 5th position, and I think there are 2 Course Online racers following him.
Yeah, because online, I mean, the Italian guys did a good job, but they really have to show some pace again. And I expect them to be at front today, the Italians.
And it seems that David is entering the pit lane. So the race is going to start now.
Can't wait. There we go. Cars
Yep.
lining up for the start finish.
but not really a lot of movement.
Whoa, what's happening there in front? Somebody seems to be crashing out. I don't know.
Well, I think there was a lot of contact.
We're on the way. RPM taking first and second spot into the first corner. Little bump by one of the cars. Torrent Motorsport joining in the fourth position. Okay, roger that. Driving along with Martin Skripsak on a third place, looking to, we see a little bit of fighting going on behind Martin. Yeah, one car off in a gravel trap, can't see it properly, but... Okay. Copy. Koryakovsky is looking to take over place 1 and RPM guy is fighting back. Yeah. No. Aggressive driving from the RPM guys, really hunting down the FOR guy, game racer guy.
Guys, Ethan Base from Torrent Motorsports already burned his engine. It's out of the race.
Oh,
already after one lap.
Yeah.
And
I suppose that there was a very extreme downshifting.
yes, and
Yeah.
I think Marcin spun because he lost some positions now.
Yeah, but he spun the car. Yeah, but it's pretty easy to do. Cold tires, cold brakes, a lot of fighting going on in the first place, and yeah, that engine failure of the Torrent car. I mean, downshifting with these engines is so robust, and I mean, 1 lap, 2 laps of downshifting, and bam, the engine is gone.
Yeah. It's very soft with the gears. If you are too aggressive on the car, it will pay you back with some smoke, possibly.
Yes, definitely. I had it myself during a few practice sessions with this car. It's so easy to downshift. I'm a pretty aggressive driver. I mean, I like to brake on the engine, and you basically can't do this with this car.
You can do
And
it, but you have to take a lot of care.
And now Marcin is really under attack.
Yes, he is. It's Mike Simeon putting a lot of pressure on Marcin.
Koryakovsky is strong all season. I mean, every race he drove, he was quick. He was different strategies we saw: soft tires, super soft tires, hard tires. I think he's the man to beat this year.
Yeah, possibly.
Now Mike made the movement and is in P2.
There was very little contact. I think it was a normal racing contact on Mike's move. And after watching for a little while Marcin's car, he have a little impact on his front left part of the splitter. Maybe it was the contact you talked about at the beginning of the race, guys.
Yeah, it looks strange, that first lap incident, because suddenly it reminded me of a few weeks ago with the LMP1 race. I can't remember the track, but the race was going green, but the safety car stayed on track, so a few cars hit each other, and it actually looked the same. There might have been some damage here and there.
Well, oh, and there is a hit, guys, on the last corner, a hit between Kelvin van der Linde and it was, let me check. Oh no, it was Dragos Hava.
Okay.
Who lost a lot of position. He's actually in position 13.
Okay, can you go to him with the camera then? Maybe we can follow him getting back into the groove.
It was
yes, but there is also a big fight for P2 and 3 between Mike and.
Yeah, you are right, because Marcin took the position back, and it is Mike again. We are exactly on the same place. Mike made his overtake last lap, and he's trying again. And there is a little contact again. Exactly the same move, exactly at the same place. I don't know, guys, what you think about it.
Racing, two guys just racing, and I mean, yeah, they seem to be reaching the highest level at this moment, and I can't say who's better, I can't say who's winning. I mean, they keep changing positions even during a lap.
Yeah, of course, but there is a fact, and it is that they are losing a lot of time with respect to Miko. Miko is opening a serious gap right now.
Of course, but then again, I mean, if you fight, you lose time, either to the back markers or to the front runners.
Always. You are completely right, Björn.
And but for Mike it's good because he's protecting his teammate. So
and his team points.
Exactly. For Mike it's perfect that he's fighting with Marcin. Then for RPM it's not that good. Still they are fighting for P2, but maybe they should concentrate on their pace and try to catch Miko.
Yeah, of course. We have also a very interesting fight for position 4 and 5 between Martin van Bommel and Marco Giuliato. Very fast guys as well, which are fighting for a lot of points for his teams. P4 and P5 is top spots for them. And Fortunato Fiorito is under a huge attack because it is Tyler Skurlock from the Flying Canadian, Daniel Beck from Gup Kluben, and Ivo Simons as well in the same group, pushing very hard and fighting for P6, P5 even.
Yeah, just a few cars in the bunch, and I told you the Italian guys' costs are going to do really good today. I also hope FCR can gain up a few places, but you know it's a long race, so we just have to wait.
Yes.
Yes, it seems Ivo it's a bit further, but Fortunato and Daniel Beck, they are very close.
Yes, they are in a tenth of a second, very close, and I think, or at least it looks like it, that Daniel Beck will make the move this lap on Fortunato because he can't be closer. He's over the course on 9 car.
Yeah. Well, after 6 laps, we can definitely say we have a Mirko Koriakowski, it stays a difficult name, on the top position, followed closely by his teammate Mike Simeon. Marcin Skripsok, 3rd, Martijn van Bommel 4th, Marco Giuliato 5th, 6th Tyler Skurlock, 7th Fortunato Fiorito, 8th Daniel Beck, 9th.
And look at this, Björn, because it is Ivo Simons from TVR.
It is
Making the move on Daniel Beck right now.
Yeah, I see it. Strong move again by the
Yeah.
young Dutchman.
Hey, Ivo is quite consistent. He's as teammate. I can tell he's quite consistent and used to be quite focused.
Yeah, he takes his job serious, and that's what I like about the guy. I mean, if he sees something, he really goes for it, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry for the interruption. Bjorn,
No
you can
problem.
continue your rundown.
Of course. We were with the 10th place Darius Fideski. Of course, one of your teammates as well with the Black Rebels. Bruno Sousa Ferreira, an 11-12 Kelvin van der Lunde. A little bit disappointing because I expect him a little bit more up front. 13 Gabba, 14 Bosse Johansson, Goepkluben. 15 my teammate Hugo Huckenberg, Flying Dutchman Racing, www.simracingpro.com. Eric Fried is 16. 7 Reggie Blaine by Torres Motorsports. Of course, Ethan Bass's teammate is out due to an engine failure. Patrick Ware is 18. 19 is David Clark. 20 Eckert van Glen, who should be doing the commentating, actually racing today. 21st is Theo de Bruin, his teammate.
Yeah, his teammate and my teammate as well in the race department GT championship.
Yeah, indeed,
I
he
am
is.
quite proud because he's already a guy that takes it quite serious and quite talented as well.
Yeah, I think both the Blue Flag Racing guys, Eckert and Theo, I mean, they are driving at the back today, but they do take it serious and they show a lot of dedication to us, the sim racing community, and I think that's a good effort.
Yes, of course. You know, it's not everything about racing. There are a lot of stuff around sim racing, and I can assure that they take a lot of care of everything.
Yeah. I mean, I admire the STC Championship. The STC Championship grew to one of the biggest sim racing championships in the world, and I mean, the teams we have, the drivers we have, just big compliments.
Yes, we are quite proud about the teams. In one side, because the teams, commitment with the series in all the aspects, because they take care about all the things going on at the forums, kins they make every year, every season. They always are looking for help and improve the series. And the part of that, the atmosphere we have at STC between all the teams, it's a kind of, band of brothers.
It is. It's really. I mean, it's competitive. That's one thing for sure. But everybody's just helping each other, and it's like one big group of friends.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe
And,
this is the difference between a team championship and an individual competition. Yes, sorry. Go on.
Oh, and I see Eric Tate with some problems. No, I was just making a rundown and wanted to say that it's cool to see how the teams grew during this time, how they became more structured. Some of them get their own website, and I think that made STC better, but I think also STC made the teams improve too.
Yeah, I completely agree, Jose, because
Yes.
the fact of having a competition team oriented, focused on teams, I think makes the teams having the sensation that someone or a community or a competition cares about them, so they can focus on growing up more and better, I think.
Yes. And to go back to the race, what I see is Mike Simeon is gaining on Mirko Korjakowski. The gap, which was around 3.7 seconds a few laps ago, is closing on to 3 seconds now. So he is gaining, but slowly.
Yes, and looks like Marcin have lost a bit of the pace he showed at the beginning, because Mike is closing the gap with Miko, but is opening a bit of the gap with Marcin.
Yes. But and then again, Martijn van Bommel, the Dutch driver of Flying Dutchman Racing, is also moving up a little bit forwards, 4th position, followed closely by the Italian Marco Guglielmo. Still have difficulties pronouncing I have to learn my Italian, guys. Really. Once again, Marco Giallotto.
I think it's Giuliato.
Giuliato, yes. I am studying a bit of Italian, but I'm still learning.
Many languages to learn here in STC.
Definitely. We have Scandinavian guys, we have Holland, we have England, we have, of course, you, the Spanish guys. We have them all.
Yes, I think we have all the almost one team from every part of Europe, and of course one from the United States. But we have British, Scandinavian from the north.
Canadian as well. United States, Canadian.
Yeah.
We had a team
Greece.
from Australia at the beginning of the season. Yeah, Greece, exactly. Sweden.
The 22 drivers this race. And this is the whole championship, because compared to last year, we are missing a few teams. The Romanian team, what I forgot the name, isn't there anymore.
Yeah, it was Motor AG.
Motor AG, indeed.
With David Safiu as team spokesman.
Also, a very talented driver, David Safiu. I would love to see him come back in the STC, either with his own team or with another team.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday, and he really told me that it was a shame for him to leave STC, but he was quite busy at the moment, so it was not possible to manage the team and manage everything related to STC. But in the future, I'm pretty sure the Motor AG will come back to the series. There is a very good fight. I don't know, guys, where we are with the cameras, but there is a very cool fight in P4 again between Martin van Bommel and Marco Giuliato. They are very close all the time, and Tyler Skurlock is catching them as well.
Yes, there is also a good battle for P7, 8, and 9.
Exactly,
between.
yes. Fortunato Fiorito, Ivo Simons, and Daniel Beck, who get in touch again with the group.
I think we're going to see a close fight just before the first pit stops.
Yes. But if you check the world grid, we have fights almost everywhere tonight, because position 10 is Darius Swiderski, followed very close by Kelvin van der Linde, Bruno Sousa Ferreira, Drago Saba, Bosse Jonasson, Hugo Heckenberg. They are very close in a kind of long group, so I'm pretty sure we will see a lot of overtakings.
And then again, Drago Saba on 13th place, but I definitely expect him back at the end of the race. He's such a quick driver, and he's going to show some determination to get at least top 5.
Yes, of course. In fact, I was wondering a while ago what could happen to him at the beginning of the race, because I was expecting him to be fighting for the lead. Oh no, and now we have Fortunato Fiorito out of the circuit. He went to the gravel for a long time, and have lost a couple of positions with Daniel Beck and Ivo Simons.
Yes, so maybe we can move to another battle now that this one seems to be finished
I
for
would
the
say
moment.
P4 Jose, because there is a huge fight for P4, P5, P6. Marco Giuliato is making a hell of a race. It's pretty amazing the way he's managing all that pressure with the car in front and the car chasing him. All three drivers are making a very good race.
Yes, he's in a FDR and FCR sandwich, but I think now was almost about to lose position.
Yeah, it's overtake or being overtaken, You can't waste your time doing a chase. You have to decide if you go on or if you go down on the grid.
Yeah, but with these cars, it's not. I'm not going to say it's easy to overtake, but compared to the Formula cars, you can really drive close to each other, and even in the corners, it's really easy to just stick around your front runner and just overtake him, even in corners where it's not possible, compared to Formula cars.
Yeah, it allows some contact.
Yeah, and also the drag. You are not affected by the aerodynamics.
Exactly, and if you combine all this with a crappy brake system, then you have a sure overtaker.
Yes. Well, last week I was at the DTM at Sandford in real life, and
guys, sorry for the interruption, but
no problem.
we have Pico, Mike, and Marcin active.
Gonna follow that one.
I am surprised, I have to say, because I have been the three first cars going pit, and now we have Dragos Hava, so it is quite surprising.
They have the same strategy, but now Tyler Sherlock overtook Marco Giuliato.
And I really don't know what strategy the FDR and FCR cars gonna have. I mean, they can do a one-stop, they can do a two-stop. I really don't know what strategy they're on, but it seems like these cars who are pitting now are on a two-stop strategy, or at least it's a two-step strategy.
Yes.
Yeah,
and,
minimum three, I guess. We have David Clark at pit as well.
I'm not sure. I think you can manage in two stops, but then again, what is it going to be with the tires? What is it going to be with the fuel management? I think even a one-stop is possible, but then you will be really slow.
The real problem is that there are 60 minutes remaining. So we have maybe two stops, Bjorn. A couple of stops in 30 minutes more, and they will make 3/4 of the race.
Lots of tactics and strategies possible with these cars. I mean, you got different fuel loads, you got different tires. So no, we can tell nothing yet until like the last half hour before the race, before the finish.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see how the new tires and the new fuel load works for the first guys on the grid. And now we have a lot of traffic at pit. We have Martin van Bommel, we have Eckhard von Glan, we have Kevin van der Linde, we have Marco Giuliato, Tyler Skurlock. Everybody is fitting in. Even Bosse Jonasson from Group Klubben. And what do you think about the newcomers, the teams that joined this season? What do you think about their performance as teams as Flying Canadian Racing or Water Blue Racing from Georgios Davakos? I think they are doing pretty well.
Yeah, they are, but then again, I mean, most of them are experienced teams, or used to be teams with different names, because like Flying Canadian Racing is of course a partnership with Flying Dutchman Racing, and basically all drivers did a full season of ATCC last year, the league of Keith Barrick, great league by the way, and so they are used to league racing and they are used to work as a team.
Yeah. Yeah, possibly that's the reason why they are having no problem at all fitting the competition.
Definitely, and I'm really surprised with Flying Canadian Racing. They have some old drivers. Well, more not all drivers, but really experienced drivers who are in the with sim racing like for 4 or 5 years already. But they also have a few young talented drivers like Jesper Tolberg, Galvin van der Linde, Alexander Larit, guys from 15, 16 years old, but really showing performance already at that age.
Yeah.
So guys, a pit battle between Daniel Beck and Fortunato Fiorito.
Yeah.
They
I
entered
think-
at the same time.
Jose, you and me should enjoy this lap because we have Ivo Simons and Dariusz Swiderski on P1 and P2.
Yeah, I was following that before.
Let's see,
And-
maybe the Black Rebels is the only team going for a one stopper. What do you think, guys? You think it's possible one single stop with these temperatures we have at Bahrain?
Depends. I think if you look at the time, we've done around 36 minutes of racing now, and we still have to do like around 55 minutes, which is a lot more than the 36 minutes already gone. So it's going to be really tight then. I mean, you really have to watch the fuel management as well as your tire management. So I don't think it's worth the effort to do a one stop.
And now
Okay.
Fortunato has passed Daniel Beck now.
Yeah. A bit before the airpin, in the center of the circuit. Daniel Beck is in position 11, while Fortunato is position 10, and they are pushing Eric Tate for Waterblue Racing.
Yes, I think Eric did not pit, so that's why
Looks like it.
they see. And that other car is Dragos, or it's
Yeah. It's Dragos. It's Drago between them.
but Dragos, did he pit? Yes, he did, right?
Yeah, of course, he pit at the same time. Ouch! There is a hit between Dragos and Fortunato Fiorito. I can't tell if what happened really, but looked like Dragos took the inside in the corner before the long straight at Bahrain, and
There we have another one.
yeah,
One of the cars flying off, probably
Yeah.
touched by Daniel Beck.
yeah. Eric Tate. I think the problem was Eric was on really wasted tires and he was slowing down the group, and they were in a fight.
Yes. Well, fortunately, they did not lose too much ground with the cars following them. I see Dragos in P8, Daniel Beck in P9, and Fortunato in P10, and Daniel Eric in P11. But it's under attack by Bosse Jonasson now, and yeah, I think he has different strategy, and he's suffering because his tires.
And we have Ivo Simons with many positions lost. He's position 13. I can't tell you guys if he already pit because I was not checking the pit lane action. But if that was the case, it really didn't work for him. All the laps he stood on the circuit with all tires meant a lot of lost time as well.
Yes, and I think that was what probably happened. I think he pit. He made a late pit stop, and then he lost a lot of time.
Okay, I can tell you if you want, guys. The gap between. Sorry, guys. I don't know what I was thinking about.
Take a drink and relax.
Possibly a teammate. Okay. The gap between Nico and Mike is more or less 1.5 seconds. But I don't know what happened. the gap between Mike and Marcin is more or less 8 seconds and a half.
Yes, well, Marcin was losing time, as Bjorn said before.
Yes,
So-
but they pit out really close. If you remember that moment, they pit out very, very close.
But then again, traffic here and there on track. I mean, if you catch traffic, you will lose some time, and you can easily lose a few seconds in a lap. You know.
Yeah, possibly you are right. Now Miko and Mike are very close to Darius Trujaski from the Black Rebels, who is leading the race in what looks like a one-stopper. So he will be possibly passed very easy.
But if you look at his lap times, I mean, that's the difference between a heavy car with old tires and a car with new tires. I mean, it's 155 low from the Miko till Darius 158 middle, so that's more than 3 seconds a lap that you lose on those tires. So I was thinking, is it worth the one stop if you lose 3 seconds a lap? You know?
Yes, of course. It will depend on how long will take for the others the second pit stop. Because 3 seconds per lap. If the pit stop is more or less 30 seconds, they will open a window big enough to make their pit stop and exit on P1 again in 10 laps, more or less.
I agree, but then again, 3 laps is the minimum. I've tried it myself in a few races to do a one stop, and I always came. The result was always worse than I did like a 2-stopper, you know.
Yeah.
But maybe then again, that's my driving.
No. I think you're completely right. It used to pay back better the 2-stopper than the. You need to be very, very consistent, and you have to take a lot of care about tires and your strategy with the 1-stopper, because if a little detail fails, you will be lost.
Yeah, and I'm like one of the DTM drivers. I really like to hit everything, including walls and different opponents. So. But great championship. I'm probably going to do the round at Donington Park. Really looking forward to race there, and of course for the FDR Flying Dutchman racing team. And I just can't wait. My fingers are really itchy.
We really have a very interesting final part of the season with Donington Park, as you say, Donington Park, Autodrome Most, Le Mans, and Spa-Francorchamps. I think it couldn't be better, in my opinion.
It's really great. I mean, to have those two tracks like Le Mans and Spa at the end of the season, I mean, you really have a nice championship then. And then again, Spa-Francorchamps, we all know what can happen there with the weather, and a shower is never far away.
Yeah,
Yep.
and same goes for Le Mans.
Of course, you've been there in real life, Jose, with the Le Mans 24 Hours. Tell us about it. How was it like in real life?
Oh, I think it's the best place in the world to go with friends to see a race, because you have all the weekend and there are a lot of activities to do. There is a cars museum. I went with David 2 years ago, and I went last year, not with him because he had some personal problems. His wife had to take surgery, so. But it's the best place to go with friends and watch a race, because you can spend a fantastic weekend. And so the part of France around Le Mans has many interesting things to see. So
Okay, well, live viewers, as you can hear from Jose, write it down in your calendar. It's always in June, July, if I'm correct. The 24-hour race of Le Mans.
yeah,
And,
it's in June.
Just write it down and see some nice images. And If you make some nice pictures, background stories, you can always post them to racedepartment.com or simracingpro.com.
At our team, at the Black Rebels, we used to have an annual meeting at Le Mans. Not everybody is able to go, of course, but every year there is a team member meeting there. This season I will meet Andreas Halgren again for third or fourth time, and Witz Visser and Ben Voitendijk. So it will be cool.
We had a contact between Marcin and Darius. Darius was in P3. He has pretty wasted tires, I think, because he's one stopper. And they touched when Marcin was trying to overtake him.
Yeah, Martin really has to overtake him, otherwise he's losing too much time. I mean, if you're driving as fast as the group you're in, so it was really a matter of time for Martin to overtake him. And if he didn't overtake him, he would lose probably 8-9 seconds behind him in a few laps.
Yes, and now it's Tyler Sherlock behind him.
Okay, we have passed through the half of the season. I will be back in a couple of minutes, guys, because I'm going to the paddock. I need one beer and one sandwich, and then I will be back again. Do you want something?
No, thanks.
Okay, be right back.
Tyler overtook Darius, but that's no surprise. I mean, when you're 3 seconds a lap slower, I mean, it's just a matter of time. And then again, with these cars, it's pretty easy to overtake, so it makes defending a little bit worthless. Then again, especially with the long straights.
Yeah. Well, I think Darius is not really trying hard to defend. He knows the other cars are in other strategy, and probably he's just trying to block them, but without really fighting them, because that difference of strategy, as you see now, he's not really closing the door.
No, but I mean that's good racing. I mean he has to drive his own race and see how the strategy works out. If he's gonna fight, he can damage the car, he can spin the car, and his one-stop strategy is gone then. And to go from a one-stop strategy back to a two-stop strategy is nearly impossible, if not impossible.
Yeah, exactly.
There we have Martijn van Bommel on a 6th place, well driven by the Dutchman. I think it was about 3 races to go in Daytona where he scored a podium for the team. Really close finish, that one. I can remember 3 laps, 3 cars within a second of each other
Yes.
in the last few corners. Can we expect the same here, such a close finish as Daytona? Or is this layout different, you know, so we don't see that?
Yeah, Darius is at pit now. I think here is very much more difficult because it's a normal track. At Daytona, the drag in the 2 big corners makes the cars close the gap because the slipstream. So it's easier when 2 cars have almost the same pace to end very close to the other because of that. If you are within half a second, then you always finish
Okay,
that big corners very close to the car in front of you. Let's see, Darius is going to exit the pit lane in P15 and now 16. Yes, 16.
And I think it's only pit stop because with around 50 minutes to go, he can definitely finish this race. But will the tires last in the last few laps?
Yes. Yes, but he is now in front of, I think it's Patrick Weir from Flatout Club. And I think at least he has the, I would say, the 14, 13 position in his hand normally. Maybe he can improve a bit more if he makes no mistakes in this last part of the race.
And there, yeah, we see Eckert in 21st place. We saw Eckert in 21st place. As we go back to the pit lane here, how you guys think Eckert is doing a good job?
Well, I think he's not the fastest guy out there, but I think he's one that ends the 99% of the races he participates. I think Eckert has. I remember one DNF in the rain in last season, but not more, I think. So that's in a championship like this, when finishing you score points, it's very good to have a driver like Eckert in looking at the long term.
Indeed, race wins don't give you championships. Consistency does give you championships.
Exactly.
And money. you can always pay the marshals.
Indeed, or the race stewards. I mean, but
I accept any proposal. I don't know if the teams are listening, but guys, I can be paid. I will decide everything.
Okay, I think we also tried it with the World Cup final last year in South Africa with Holland versus Spain. We also tried to bribe the referee, but it didn't work out. Actually, he gave us a red card, you know.
Yes, but I remember that was quite a violent game. Was not very peaceful, I think.
I mean, it had nothing to do with racing. I mean, it definitely had nothing to do with racing. as well as football, by the way.
Yep. I have one picture in my mind and was De Jong. I couldn't forget that until now. So, do we have any fights on at this part of the race? Because I'm with Mikko Korkiakowski in P1, but he seems to be cruising, of course, at a very good pace.
Well,
but,
Mike Simeon is 1 second behind him, so he's never cruising with such a fast guy behind him.
Yes, but you know, teammates, I don't expect them to make a Red Bull one.
I mean, I'm a little bit too young. Well, I'm not too young, of course, with my 30, but 31. But in the 80s, we of course had the Senna and Prost fights in the McLaren team, and those were the rough times. And we're probably not going to see it now nowadays, because team structure and team belongings are way more important than driver egos. But then again, like the Red Bull story.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, but in STC, like, there is no individual championship. It will be really stupid if they crash now to have exactly the same points, because it doesn't matter the other.
Well, for my team, of course, it should be good, but as a commentator, I should be neutral, so...
Exactly. They are lapping Eckert now. Nico is lapping Eckert now.
Okay, guys, I'm going to run you through the order again. Of course, with 55 minutes gone, we still have 21 cars in the race. Even Best, of course, retired in the second lap with an engine failure, so bad luck for the young Scotsman, who's really improving his racing, by the way. On first place, we have Mirko Korki, followed closely by Mike Simeon, which has been the whole race, by the way. Marcin Skripczak 4th, Tyler Skurlock 5th, Marco Gigliato 6th, Martijn van Bommel 7th, Daniel Beck, followed closely by Josh Haba, the Canadian for RPM. 9 is Fortunato Fiori, 10th Hugo Heckenberg for FDR, followed by Ivo Simon 11th place. 12 Bosse Johnson, 13 Bruno Sousa Ferreira, 14 the only leftover Torrent Motorsports car of Reggie Blaine. David Clark is 15th, 16th the Black Rebels car of Darius Swiderski, which is in on top, so better watch him. You might be surprised later on if the other cars come in the pit lane. 17th Dolphin van der Linden, 18th Patrick Ware and Eckert van Glen, and we seem to be Eckert van Glen is 20th, and just retired Eric Fried while I was running this order.
Yes, I don't know what happened to Eric. If it was a crash or engine problem.
Well, probably an engine problem. Halfway the race and the engines are really stressing now. So I think an engine failure. Kelvin from der Linden, 17th place, the young South African racing driver. I'm a little bit disappointing about Kelvin, 17th place. I would have thought he would be doing top 5, top 6. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, well, it's surprising to see him in that position, considering how his teammate is performing. But maybe he had some problems, or maybe he's had a touch or something at the beginning of the race.
Dragos have a pit.
Okay,
yeah,
so
no, just
no, it seems that you sound really serious, like if it was the end of the world or something.
Yes.
I don't know if I already told, but we have Dragos have a pit, guys.
That really sounded different than the first time. Okay, yeah, we are with him, but he's alone. I think he's making his second pit stop.
Possibly.
So we should second and last. I mean, so
yeah,
maybe we should expect
33 minutes to go, possibly second.
Yeah, and I see an FCR car in the background pitting in too. So
Yes.
probably we will see Marcin and also the two flat-out cars, flat-out racing cars pitting in soon.
I will take care of all the pit action, because as you say, I am sure everybody except Darius will pit in 1 or 2 laps.
Yes, and talking about Darius, we have him fighting with David Clark for P14.
This is one of the factors that can be very bad for a one-stopper, and it is getting traffic, because you need to have a clean race with a constant pace and avoid losing time on track, because otherwise you will be at the back of the pack at the end of the race.
Yes, but he managed to overtake. He's in P14 now.
P14 for him, P10 for Ivo Simons. I don't know where this team is, the Black Rebels, but they are superb. They are doing really great. One of the best teams I have ever seen, and not to talk about the skins. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's a really nice skin from the Black Rebels. But of course you're from that team, so you can be a little bit. I mean, you are allowed to cheer for them.
Yeah,
but then again,
yes.
my team, which is FNFCR, probably gonna beat him anyway in this season, eh?
Yeah. I think we will fight for one position at least.
Yeah. We still have that little bit of Spain-Holland rivalry after that World Cup final, you know?
Yeah.
Because we in Holland we don't win a lot. I mean, you guys have Alonso, you guys have Contador, you guys have what's his name, Rafael Nadal. Who do we have?
Well,
We have Nigel de Jong. Yeah.
no, but
No.
but in the past you had a lot of amazing sportsmen. You know, Van Basten, Gullit, Cruyff.
Theo
You won-
Jansen. Yeah.
Yeah. John Verstappen. Well, no, not Verstappen.
No, well, Verstappen. To come back to the racing, Verstappen is one of our best Dutch drivers. I mean, the best is of course Arie Luijendijk with a two-time winner of the 500. But Jos Verstappen was a pretty good, how you say that, gravel trap specialist.
Guys, by the way, let me interrupt you, but we have a leader change. Well, not a leader change because they are not leading the race right now, but Mike Simian managed to overtake Nico at pit. They already made her pit stop, like Marcin already went on pit, like I would say most of the grid, Marco Giulietto, Tyler Skurlock, I would say everybody went on pit already.
Yes, and now Mike overtook Hugo Heckenberg, and now it's time for Miko to do the same. Of course, they have fresh tires now, and Hugo seems to be having problems to keep the pace.
Yeah, now it is course online leading the race. For a little while, it is Fortunato Fiorito leading the race. As Bjorn said, the course online team is doing a very brave race.
Yeah, they have to. They really have to do to get back to get back into the championship. They really have to show a good result, and 2 cars in the top 10 would be lovely for them. I mean, it's our only Italian team, and with of course so many good car brands coming from Italy, they have to be a factor here.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it's
he's really fighting Mike Simian for the position.
He is. But then again, Mike Simian, you know, with the pace that Koriakowski and Mike Simian is racing, I mean, I think they're just going to finish 1-2 with it.
Yes.
Oh, you see, there he is already. Mike Simian's
Yeah.
taking over first place.
Was a
Then
clean pass.
Yeah, it was, and yeah, there comes Miko as well. I mean, Fortunato is really, I think he's driving a smart race, and he's thinking, well, I'm not going to take the risk, you know. Third is also very good for the team, and really good action. I mean, it's not worth the effort to lose first or second place in the battle.
Yeah, and it is not only the place; it's the time he will lose fighting. By the way, Bjorn, do you know there is a driver I really admire and I really think he's very good and looks like a good guy, and it's Tom Coronel.
Tommy is a good guy. I met him a few times in real life on various race events, and he's a really proper bloke. He's not only very fast, but also as a guy, he's a really good bloke. And I admire his WTCC races. He's always attacking and always on the limit with his car. And you know, next year BMW is gonna sign in a few cars in the DTM Championship, and I really hope he can drive there, you know, because he deserves it.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so Marcin is closing the gap as well with Fortunato, but looks like Fortunato is going on pit right now. So let's see where the course online driver is pitting out. We had also Theo De Bruyne at pit. He is pitting out right now. And Darius is already on P7. Okay, Fortunato will possibly meet out at position 12, just behind Hugo Heckenberg and Ivo Simons.
And how many laps is this race, guys? Around 40, 42 laps, if I'm correct?
Yeah, there are 24 minutes to go. So
Okay,
it
24
means,
minutes.
yeah, and with the lap times we are having, it means more or less 12 laps to go.
A lot of things can happen in 12 laps. That's one thing. I mean, the first and second place seems to be settled with Mike and Mirko driving there, and but on the third, fourth, fifth place, everything is still open.
Yes, and we have a battle now for P10 and 11 between Ivo and Hugo Hackenberg.
Yes, they are very close.
The fight of the Dutchmen, the two Dutchmen racing each other, two different teams, but both from Holland, and I just hope they're going to give us a good show, guys. Of course, the funny thing is, Ivo is your driver, the Black Rebels, and Hugo is my driver for my team, so...
Let's see, I don't know who... Oh! He was really close now. I think Hugo had problems to really stop the car in this corner.
It's a little bit difficult to overtake that one. I mean, you really have to position yourself for the two straights on that one, but don't overtake there. And I think he tried it a bit too early, but then again, it's racing.
Of course I will.
Here on the 14th place we see Bruno Sousa Ferreira from the Waterloo Racing Team. I mean, he's got no car in front of him and he doesn't have a car behind him, so he's driving a little bit anonymously today, and I think somebody just left the game. Guys, can you what happened? I think Tyler Skurlock left the game.
Yes, and also Hugo Heckenberg.
I don't know what went wrong there, but the two teammates from FDR and FCR have struck some trouble, I think. I'm on my way to the paddock to ask some teammates what happened there.
Okay,
yes,
because this is really weird.
It seems like regional internet problem. No, because one was from Canada, right? So I don't know.
No, one is from the US and one is from Holland.
Oh, so I don't know what could happen.
I'm on my way to the paddock now to ask the guys what's happening.
Okay.
Okay.
We wait for your news.
Very bad news for them.
Oh, I think...
Yeah, both cars had a connection failure. How, when,
Yes.
or where we don't know, but both of them. So very misfortunate that two teammates have the same problem in the same lap at the same time.
Yes,
Yes,
but
and it happened to many other drivers now. I think we have to red flag the race here, David.
Yeah, something bad is happening. A lot of connection problems.
Yes.
Only 13 cars left in the race. Ethan Best is not in it, so only 13 drivers left. Weird things are happening, guys. Of course, this is live television, live racing, but we can't tell you what is happening. So stay tuned, stay tuned. Okay, guys. I'm just hearing the race direction is discussing what is going to happen now. I think they're going to red flag it, but I'm not totally sure. Jose, and can you come in, please? What's going to happen?
Yes, we still don't know. I think David is checking with the teams, but most likely it's probably we are going to red flag the race. But
yeah,
is yes, David.
Okay, guys, it's official now. We have a red flag in this race due to connection problems. Race results will probably be taken as it comes by now. 33 laps gone. So as it comes by now, the race results will be written down.
Yeah, exactly, Bjorn. We will check the standings at that lap when the disconnections happen. That will take us some time, so I ask for patience to the teams, and but I think as the race was the distance was, if not 75, really close to the 75%, we will red flag the race and take that results as final results.
Okay, yeah, big chance it's 75% because it was at 1 minute 12, if I'm correct. Well, for our live viewers, just stay here, just stay tuned. We hope to come with some news soon. What is happening, we don't know. We know it's got something to do with connection problems. We hope to tell you more in the soon. So stay tuned. This. Of course, of course. Well, at this moment, Martijn van Bommel is leading the race with Darius in the second place. But then again, these results mean nothing because more and more people losing connection at this moment. It's really going on a rapid pace right now. So I think I think Mike has won. Mike Simeon, Koryakowski, I'm not sure, but so what we saw today was an entertaining race until now. We are still waiting for the results, still waiting for any news from the race direction. The official news is that it has been red flagged, so if you just tune in, the race has been red flagged after 33 or 34 laps, and race direction is gonna make up their final decision and final results. Just stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, okay, Bjorn, are you there? Oh, it seems he's not. Well, yeah, officially the race is red flag. So we will check the logs and check the results and publish what we have at this moment, considering the 75% of the race was done. So the points will be awarded, and nothing else. We will try to figure out what happened, because some people disconnected, some not, and we will update you during the week. Have a good weekend.